I spoke just a few minutes ago to one of the leaders of the union that is striking today. They say they recognize there's a problem, but they said it's not the worker who should pay. Their position is it's the bankers that got Greece into this problem, and it should be the bankers that pay. And they say they're only willing to make compromises if the government first attacks what they see as wide-scale corruption among the top levels of society. The government, on the other hand, says that's not enough. They are going to try to increase taxes on the wealthier segments of society, but that everybody across Greek society are going to have to make sacrifices.
And how are the government responding to today's strikes?
Well, the government, I think, is going to be watching very closely today to see how big this strike is. It's really being seen as an indication of how strong the opposition is going to be across Britain. Just the first of what's expected to be several strikes. There's another major strike with all of the umbrella unions that's scheduled for later this month. But I think right now there's a little bit of a wait-and-see attitude because the government is walking a very, very fine line. They're trying to do enough to placate Europe and to make sure that the investors and the markets are convinced that they are taking strong action, but they also know that there is limits to what the Greek public is willing to accept.
What does the average Greek person feel about membership of the European Union and the Eurozone? And do they feel that this could be at risk here?
I think there is generally a sense joining the European Union was good, that it brought a degree of economic and political stability it really hadn't seen in decades. That said, I think particularly among younger people, there is also a lot of concern about inflation and a sense that joining the euro and joining the European Union did lead to inflation. And I think that that's a growing sense. There is sort of a bit of a souring mood towards the European Union, and there definitely is a risk that if these austerity measures are deep, if they are painful, that could definitely change the attitude of Greeks towards the European Union.